Hey Clear Lake peeps, Ross England here with Clear Lake Guide Service. We're going to do something a little different this week. We're around, but I'm going to be honest with you. It's too cold and windy for me to even want to bother to go out there and try to do this on the water. So we're going to show you something a little bit different today. If I didn't already say it, this report's for 12/16/2021. And we're just going to do a little tour around some of the launch ramps around the lake today. Hopefully I can piece this all together. Videographer is not one of my credits, just focus on the information. So we're at the county park right now, and as you can see, it's still closed. Like a lot of the launch ramps around the lake, even if they're not open to normal boat traffic, they've got it set up to where, you know, the kayakers and paddle boarders, float tubers can all use them. So just taking a little walk down the county park right now and showing you that while the water came up a little bit, and there'll be more over the next day and a half or so, you can see that right here about halfway down the launch ramp, and if you go over to the little slough to the right, the water hasn't even started coming up into that yet. So could this launch ramp be used? Possibly. Is it going to be used? Probably not. I'm assuming that most of these ramps that we see today probably won't open until they get to at least 0, and could be maybe even +1 Rumsey. So we're sitting at 1.3 Rumsey, minus 1.3 Rumsey this morning, which is an increase of 1/10 of a foot, which isn't much. So here's the county park, and off we go to the next one. Okay, here we are at Redbud. As you can see, it's still all coned off. Pretty much anyway. It's almost all coned off. Dock's closed. And then in true Clear Lake fashion, I don't know what the story is behind this one, but that's the only boat using the launch ramp right now. That and a bunch of gulls. So who knows when they'll open this ramp, and for that matter, any of the ramps that we're going to visit today. They're not very good at posting information as far as what the plans are, and of course nobody can judge what's going to happen with the rain. So probably nobody will ever tell us when they're opening. They'll just open. Okay, here we are down at Clear Lake Oaks. And actually, now's the time to tell you that this is the second time I've been here. The first time, I was fortunate enough to watch a guy by the name of Larry pull his boat out of the water. He had a full-size tournament rig Stratus sitting on a double axle trailer. He didn't seem to have any trouble at all. So right now, the only thing that's down here is a bunch of waves, one kayak on the rocks, and if you haven't seen it before, there's a little marker right there on the dock. It's kind of telling you that's where the end of the ramp is. So actually it looks like somebody's gonna back in here, so We'll see if we can capture a little of this. I don't think we'll wait around long enough. They're still all strapped up and everything, so.
What's up, Richard? How the hell you doing, man? Good. How are you? You're kicking around? Yeah, me too. Still kicking. I'm just trying to slip out here for a little bit today.
What's happening, dude?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Filming a video.
Oh, no
Take it.
paparazzi.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been launching here just fine.
That's right. I saw somebody pull out a little bit earlier this morning.
I've been telling everybody I just got it together. We're doing New Year's Day tournament like we've been doing the last few years.
10
to 5. We're going to go to Richmond Park this year. Boat in and boat out.
Why don't you say it again?
Richmond Park, 10 to 5, New Year's Day.
Turkey shoot?
5 fish limit. It is a tournament, 120 bucks all in. 5 fish, trophies will be given.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, contact
Brendan Sapp, 707-225-1290.
There you go.
New Year's Day, 10 to 5.
Something for you to do. Okay. Here we are in Lucerne at the Lucerne Harbor. And as you can see, we got a ways to go. Funny thing is, the ducks aren't even pooping on the docks. It's the cleanest I've seen them. You know, some of these launch ramps around the lake are operated by the county, some of them are operated by the individual cities, and that's why there's no real consistent message as to when they will open or close them. The good news for all the people the growing number of people who fish out of kayaks, as you can see, they've closed all these ramps in a manner that it makes it really easy for kayakers, canoers, float tubers to continue to use them. So that's a good thing. All right, off to the next one. Okay, this doesn't really count as a launch ramp, but it's a place that gets a lot of attention during various times of the year. In a normal year, good in the spring, good in the fall. A lot of crappie have died here. This is Holiday Harbor in Nice. Technically there is a launch ramp here, but as you can see, even if you could launch here, you can't get out. There's probably, I don't know, just guessing from where I'm standing, well, we'll just say definitely less than a foot of water in the opening there, probably more like 6 inches. So just thought I'd stop and take a picture of it just so you folks could see it. On to the next one. Okay, here we are at 5th Street, downtown Lakeport. A couple of boat trailers. 3rd Street remains closed. I'm going to walk you down to the marking on the dock that shows the end of the launch ramp, which is where the drop-off is. You know, we're kind of spoiled up here at Clear Lake. This is a long walk for launch ramp for us. I remember the days of Pedro and Maloney's. Holy moly. Okay, there you go. Somewhere between that orange line, that black line, is the end of the launch ramp. And at the end of the launch ramp here, it's a pretty good drop off. So, you know, I have not had any problems with my boat here so far through, you know, today. So I don't expect I'm going to have any problems because we've already been at a low water point and it's starting to come up. So I think this launch ramp is going to continue to probably be my most usable ramp. Looking forward to the county park opening, but don't know when that's going to happen. Haven't heard of anybody having any trouble here. So okay, I think we got one more stop in us. Okay, here's our last stop of the tour today. We're at Canocti Vista Casino, their launch ramp. And I will tell you, this is the second time I've been here today. First time, this chain was not up. So something changed. Don't know exactly what. There was a boat that was in here in one of the slips earlier today. I don't know how usable the launch ramp is. It's very possible that it is usable, but there is such a slim channel. If you look dead center in this picture, that's the channel. I don't think you can get in and out of there by trolling motor. There is a boat, like I said, that's tied up over here. I don't know if it's been here for a long time or, you know, what the story is with it, but at any rate, that's most of the launch ramps that I've hit today. I did not cover Clear Lake Riviera, the Brados. Brados, I think, is going to be the entrance in and out of the channel is so shallow. I don't know if it's worth the effort to try to get in and get out of there. I know that the Clear Lake Riviera was allowing people to launch for a fee, but beyond that, that's it as far as covering the ramps. Don't know if I'll talk to you folks before, but Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you all have a good Christmas, and I'll be back at you in the next couple of weeks. Thanks.